Hi YouTube. Normally I would post the Crystal of the Week video, but I didn't do a Crystal of the Week this week. I was planning on doing this citrine point, but I ultimately decided that I did not need any boost in creativity at all for this week, and I will show you why I think that is. I have been making Yule presents for a Yule celebration we're going to. They're doing a gift exchange. And mine was... Hold on. The one I'm giving out is a crochet rune set. So they all have their own little symbols on them. I can't really see that one that well. It's upside down anyway. I need to make a little pouch for them to go in. That one's kinda, sorta pushing the $10 limit, but I already had half of them, half the backs all made. So I just had to make some of the fronts. I had a couple, and so I just wanted to finish it up because I don't want blue. I started them for my husband, and then I decided to change the color, so I had a partial set started. So that's mine. Then we picked up it's a Darth Vader mug with hot chocolate and stuff. So that's going to be what my husband's giving. And then the kids are doing an exchange, too. I've gone a little crazy with kid gifts. It was really fun. I've seen those little mini altar kits that are done in an Altoids tin. This one's painted. But when I was at the store, I went to the candy aisle first, and I couldn't find the regular Altoids tin, so I knew I had to go up to the register. I did find the Altoids Smalls. Itty bitty little things. Compare them. And I was like, challenge accepted. So what I have to go in this is an itty bitty wand, a teeny tiny candle, tiny athame, however you say it, little chalice, incense cone. I think that's my favorite. A little moon symbol, and a sun, little cauldron, crystal ball. I think it's glass, it's just extra ones I had. And then I can do these without spilling them everywhere. For each element, little gemstones. We have, I think it's lapis, tiny amethyst, a jasper of some kind, I think. I don't know what these ones are. This one's red jasper for fire. I went by color. And I think it's aventurine. And then a little broom that I made from the tiniest piece of broom corn that I grew this last summer. And it all fits inside. Tuck that in. It's all in the tiny little... I have to finish painting the box. I just painted it white to cover everything as a base coat primer. But it all fits in there. I'm really, really proud of that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Then the bigger tin, I haven't figured out all of what I'm going to put in here, but I'm going to start with, it's a busy box. Tiny playing cards. I have a whole deck this size. Was printed out on printer paper, and then I glued it to some cardstock. So Makes a really big deck. And then I made, I think I left it over there, a tiny little pendulum to go in it. I'm going to see if we can find a little yo-yo. This one, the back is chalkboard paint, so I'm going to throw a piece of chalk in there so this can doodle or whatever, make tic-tac-toe. A top is another thing I was thinking of making. I'm going to put a string for Cat's Cradle, and I've been brainstorming other ideas. This was fun too. This actually, my daughter got the idea out of one of her American Girl magazines to paint it the back with chalkboard paint, and now we can't find the magazine that she had the idea from, so lovely. But I've come up with my own. Then there is this, which again I have to finish. Pendulum board. And then the back, I did letters. What's upside down? And this is chalkboard paint as well. However, in the midst of painting it is when I realized that would work for a scrying surface. I don't need any creativity right now. I have some Frappuccino bottles for my daughter to make sugar scrubs for her friends. Peppermint sugar scrub. I also made bath fizzies. Kids all tested them out. They're fun. They don't last very long, but they're bath fizzies. The little pendulum for the busy kit. Polymer clay, Fimo. A paper football. It's a busy kit. And some dice. I'm thinking about maybe making some checkers or something and printing out a checkerboard. There is a whole set in an Altoids tin that had chess, checkers, dots and boxes, peg solitaire, a whole bunch of games. I think it was 11 different games in there. It's a really cool tutorial, but they have the chess pieces and the checker pieces, and they're all tiny little magnets, and my kids, sure. Somebody else's kid that I don't know if they're going to try and eat all the magnets, I don't want to go there. These are already small enough pieces as it is, especially this one. I'm also thinking about making a little stand for that crystal ball. And I have more stuff to make. Because I have felt that I was thinking about making like a holly ornament or something. Green and red berries and glue them together. And then putting them on the presents. I have a pendulum to go with this. That was just a stamp. I'm hoping she holds up when I cover this with polyurethane. Okay. I'll be really careful with her. I just thought it'd be cool with a little star. She's like a little night goddess. I also have a little rectangle board that I thought would make a cute mini Ouija board, but I have enough ideas and I don't know how it's gonna go with being a kid's gift exchange and having a Ouija board, because I know a lot of pagans are even kind of iffy on a Ouija board, spirit board. Pinterest. My friend and not my friend. The lid was loose on my Mod Podge. That's what I use to kind of seal the cards. I glued them on with the Mod Podge, and then I kind of ran over the top of them with it. So anyone who has any other ideas for what I should put in the busy box, because it's got a lot more room. A lot more room. Those are my crafty things for this time. Having a lot of fun with it. Maybe too much fun. I don't know what happened here, this little pink spot. One of my kids, I think. But whatever. I think it's fine anyway. I have to bring out the Cricut because I want to put labels on stuff and put like the ingredients for the bath fizzies and label what they are and make gift tags and stuff. And it's going to be fun. I also just wanted to make sure I made sure that I got pictures of everything, because I have a stinking feeling that I'm going to run out of time and I'm not going to end up taking pictures. I have a plan for this one. My youngest daughter has a witchy Barbie that I think I got her for her birthday. It was on clearance and I liked witchy Barbie. So I want to like set the little altar up with the Barbie and kind of get a shot with the Barbie having a ritual. Thought it'd be funny. I think that's it for this video. So next week I will be doing the citrine. I think I'm just gonna take a break this week. The black tourmaline from last week was it was a really good week. As far as like, I didn't notice anything really bad going on. We did have a couple of, I don't know if that really falls into last week or this week. The potential bad things, like my grandma ended up in the hospital because she went into the ER just to get checked out. And they took her blood and they said she had a marker for a blood clot, and since that's what killed my mom, we don't fool around with that. So, but she's fine. They did a whole slew of tests and everything came back normal. And at the Carl's Jr. by the Walmart where my husband works, somebody found a tube with registration information from a semi-truck, and they called it in saying they thought it might be a pipe bomb. So that ended up being really interesting. He texts me and is like, in case you see the news, I don't want you to worry, it's in Carl's Jr., not at Walmart. And like, oh yeah, in the news, because that's the big landmark, they're saying it's Walmart, aren't they? It was probably. So I'm gonna give the black tourmaline some credit for some of the stressful situations not being quite so negative and stressful. Thinking, what else? I have a couple more gifts to come up with, but I think between my daughter and I, because she made a little gingerbread bus box. She painted it. Grab it, it's right behind you. Gingerbread bus. Gingerbread people in it. And a bow on top. And she's going to fill it with little gingerbread men. And that's going to be one of her gifts. It's really cute. I like the gingerbread people driving. And then it's packaging everything up. I have extra stuff. Because when I started trying to think of different gifts, because I found out I had to do 7 instead of just 2, I ran next door to the attic and got our candle making supplies. Because I figured in a pinch I could make a candle. Pagans like candles. And I also found not only candle making supplies, but a whole slew of other artsy stuff. It's got stamps and card making stuff, and it had this and raffia, which is what started all the creative juices just flowing. Because it had paint in it, acrylic paints. I had the chalkboard paint elsewhere. They had a whole bunch of acrylic paints and some little cardboard boxes that were painted, that were actually painted for Christmas presents, so we just kind of expanded on them, and I'll be packaging some stuff in those. Like, I was thinking the pendulum to go with this, I'll put in a little box and put, like, wrap this and put the little box on top and kind of string them together with some ribbon or something. I might have to do another video once I have everything all packaged up, because that would be kind of fun. Alright, it's getting to where I have to wrap this up, so I will